Welcome to a top table gaming review of 2020. Welcome everybody, I'm Top Table Steve and thank you for joining me in another video in which I'll be looking back at the last 12 months in and around the channel and what's been happening, things that we've been through, things that we've seen, and basically looking forward into the next year, 2021. So back in January 2020, Top Table Gaming, we were pumping out videos left, right and centre. We had 3 hosts and fast forward 12 months and I'm doing it solo. We'll come to that later on. So let's start at the beginning. So we kicked off the year, oddly enough, introducing a game called God Tier, which funnily enough, has kind of a link to this video, which I'll come to at the very end. So you're going to have to keep watching to the end of this video to find out exactly what I'm talking about. As always, Middle-earth featured early on. We celebrated the release of Skyrim of the Shire supplement with a few battle reports, which we thoroughly enjoyed. Battle reports are a massive part of why we do this. We also reviewed War in Rohan and looked at those amazing legendary legions for the faction of Rohan. Sticking with Middle-earth, as some of you may well know, we kicked off a special way of streaming live battle reports. It had all the bells and whistles with a full intention of streaming events throughout the year up and down the country. I'd been thinking about this and planning it in my head for a long time, and there's only so many things that you can theorise in your head when it comes to YouTube videos before you actually just have to bite the bullet and give it a go. Start streaming games. This is what we did. It's the only way you can find out what works, what doesn't work, and what problems you're going to come up against and that you have to overcome. These live battle reports were probably some of the best things, in my opinion, that we've done on the channel, especially from the point of view of being really proud of something that we were doing that nobody else was. Unfortunately, it didn't last long as COVID hit, and it put restrictions on us getting together with other people and filming the live battle reports and getting them out there for you guys to enjoy. There's 3 or 4 on the channel. Please search back in our library, go back and have a look. They're great fun and I'd love to get some feedback on them. I can't wait for the ease of restrictions again so I can pick this back up, and I've got loads of new ideas how to do it going forward. We did manage to do a lot of other things pre-lockdown. We had a lot of guests on Top Table, including Matt Woods, Will Pintar, Carmen Steele's Right, Pat Gaunt from the Battle Company's Manager app, and more people here and there on our live streams. Again, having other people on the channel has always been something that we wanted to do. Just getting different points of view on things and different faces always keeps things fresh. So at the beginning of COVID, we were in and out of restrictions. We didn't really know where we were. We were able to get in the studio and film little things here and there. But what we did learn was to stream from home and try and master it so that we could keep putting content out there. Live reactions to Games Workshop's semi-regular Twitch streams were fun and got me really hyped about 40k again. Home streaming became something not only Top Table embraced, but a lot of other people also started to put content out there, which was great. The community really got a feeling of togetherness during these hard times, and it's something that has carried on and I hope will continue to carry on going into the new year. In the first lockdown, I was able to get a couple more full board builds done at home, which is great for future events that I'll be running. And are yet to be played on. So I'm looking forward to getting back in the studio and filming some battle reports on them, and it'll show you what you guys have got to look forward to if and when you do attend our events in future and you get to play on all our awesome boards. Going back to the subject of having guests on the channel, the series Speak Friend was born. 2021 will 100% see its return. It's something that I really enjoyed doing and I can't wait to get back and have guests on again. I've already spoke to a good number of future guests who are all very keen to be involved, but with the lack of the tournament scene and not many releases really, I thought it better to hang on until we got something really juicy to gossip about on the stream. We also mentioned on the channel at some point the rise of Star Wars Legion this year, which has really kicked off. And I do have an army for this, and I'm partial to pretending to be a Jedi every now and again. So there is a slim chance you may see it feature on the channel in the new year. 9th edition of 40k made me build an army for Space Wolves, which is literally right next to me there on the shelf. And my wolves will go to war. The Indomitus box set dropped and created a huge amount of hype, which I got caught up in, and I know a lot of other people do who support the channel and started to buy 40k armies. 40k is well on its way to become a regular feature on Top Table Gaming in 2021. We also seen a new FAQ for Middle-earth strategy battle game drop. And the uber powerful Rohan Legendary Legions were nerfed a little bit, with Gamling losing his uber banner. Well, not losing his banner, but it did get nerfed. But they're still very, very good. And I have my Rohan finished, ready to go in one of the first battle reports that I have planned. We had the bad news that Scouring of Cheshire, my Middle-earth SBG event, dates had to be changed once or twice. I will be talking more about this in a future live stream in the beginning of January. I'm gonna live stream and chat about that more. But on the plus side, we had lots of new miniatures for Middle-earth, as well as what felt like at some points new releases every 5 minutes for 40k, which was great, but not great for your bank balance. The main highlight for the year for me was Quest of the Ringbearer was released. It's an amazing book. It's my favourite book release by a clear mile in the system. This spurred on a couple of battle reports in between lockdown restrictions here at Top Table, so you can check those out back on the channel. We started to look into fantasy fellowships, which is an amazing part of the hobby. Do get into that if you've not looked into it thus far. And if it does interest you, my pal Damien over on the other channel, which I'll come to shortly, has started a fantasy fellowship campaign, and the effort that's gone into that is simply amazing, so check that out. Fairly recently, Jay did have to take a step back from the channel. There was no drama involved, nothing sinister happened. Jay just needed to take a step back, concentrate on himself and his personal life, and just not have the stresses of running a YouTube channel along with that. We're still good pals, we still talk regular. We had tons of fun and fights over the past couple of years, and that's always going to be there, and we can look back on that fondly. So 3 presenters became 1. Back to where it began, just little old me. The difference being I have far more experience now. I have a clear vision of what I'd like the channel to be. So yeah, the channel for a couple of weeks was in like a cocoon stage of a metamorphosis. I had to sit down and think about the way forward. And I decided to see it as a fresh slate. I wrote down a lot of ideas that I wanted to do, that I've been thinking about in the past. I spoke to future possible guests and collaborations, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that process. I've thoroughly enjoyed sort of getting everything together and clear in my head of where I want the channel to go, and I am genuinely excited for the coming 12 months. So looking forward into 2021, I'm really excited for the route in which Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game is headed. We've got the new events that have been announced, new Easterlings have been announced today. Well, not announced, we've seen the outlines, but they're obviously Easterlings. I'm looking forward to getting back to events and meeting up with the community in person, the people I've been chatting to for nearly 12 months online, not been able to meet. I'm really excited for the announcement of the old world. So Warhammer Fantasy is coming back in a way. We're not sure how or what they're going to do with it, but it's really got my juices flowing, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. I can't wait to get back to Element Games, earn my stripes in 40k, finally learn how to play the game properly so I can bring battle reports, etc. to the channel. Before I do close out the video, do keep watching for some very exciting news after this. But I would like to mention Battle Streams in Middle-earth. Battle Streams in Middle-earth is another YouTube channel that I'm part of, with my pal Damien O'Byrne. Damien is from the GBHL, as I was, and we started Battle Streams there, just like a semi-regular series. It was just something a little bit different for people to paint along to and fill those boring lockdown days from the initial lockdown. It's grown and grown into something that we never expected. And now it has its own standalone channel, has its own amazing community, and it keeps going from strength to strength. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. It's something a little bit different, and it's a little bit more light-hearted, and it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to see where it goes in 2021. So check it out, and I think you'll like it. So looking forward to 2021, I suppose, I just wanted to give you guys a little something back. You guys have supported us through thick and thin. You've been there with us through this really tough time to create content when there's not much happening. And I wanted to do a mega giveaway. Some of the prizes that are included in this mega giveaway are a mega paint set from Army Painter, wet palette and handles from Redgrass Gaming, 2 God Tier starter sets from Steamforge Games, got limited edition mugs, you've got loads of limited edition Games Workshop minis, some that were limited release, some that you can't get hold of anymore that are OP, but they're all awesome. You've got gaming mats from Game Mat EU, limited edition, no longer available dice. You know, these Middle Earth dice that everyone went mad for that you can't get anymore. There's a few packs of those. We've got T-shirts. There's more stuff to come, but the pile is growing, and I want one of you guys to win it. It'll be really nice to put a smile on someone's face at the end of what's been a pretty dire year. So yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to give something back to you guys. So I'll be signing off now. Keep an eye out for the competition details coming soon. Also keep an eye out for announcements about the Scouring of Cheshire, which will be coming in January. But I would like to say a huge thank you to everybody who supports the channel, whether you're watching the videos, sharing the videos, getting involved in the Facebook group, which is amazing. You guys have, honestly, you've kept me sane. And a special thank you to all the patrons who make all this possible. I do have something special planned for the patrons, which I'll be announcing soon. So that's it, guys. That's my look back over 2020. Looking forward to 2021. So take care, keep washing your hands, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.